In this video, I'm going to show you how to use two features. They go together. That is the message window and the word predictor button. This is going to allow you to create supported writing activities where you can give your students word prediction options and also give them some symbol supports as they're completing a variety of writing prompts. So to get this set up, you're going to start by going over to the advanced section, clicking on the drop down and selecting the very first option, which is a message window. You then can draw your window just like you do any other button. You can make it as big or as little as you want it. You're going to see now that you have the properties tab open and there's some settings you can change. We've been over the symbolate section, but you can add symbols if you would like to your message window. But what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to the advanced section, and this is where you have the ability to kind of differentiate this for your activity. So the very first option is the option to save it in play mode. This means if students do it on their iPad or if they do it on the smartboard, it automatically saves so that when you open it again later, the most recent version that they have done will be visible here in your editor. So if you want students' work to be saved, you want to check this box. You have the ability to change the response type. So speak means it'll basically speak the window when it's tapped on. Move cursor means as students hit the space bar or as they move the cursor, it speaks. This one, speak word, does just that. It speaks after each word. And this feature here is nice. It's where students can hover over something and see the symbol. So I'm going to check that so I can show you what that looks like. Another thing that I think is helpful to change is the edit mode. If you click on the drop down, you can have it so that it can only be edited when it's playing. You can have it where you can only edit it in design mode. So if you want to put the prompt in and be able to do that, you would want to do design mode. Or if you want it to be able to be edited when you're designing it and when students are playing it, you would select play and design mode. So personally, that's what I would do because that allows you to make changes here in your editor, but then it also allows students to make changes in play mode. So I would get in the habit personally of coming over here to edit mode and changing it to this. Those are, I think, the most important settings to kind of take care of. So we've got our message window ready to go. Now we need to put in our word predictor buttons. So we go over to the button tool and click on the drop down, and it's the third option for word predictor. You then draw your button like you always do. And for this, we're going to want to take advantage of the spray tool because we want students to have some additional options of words to choose from. So you can make as many or as few as you want. I'm thinking a lot of our students are kind of a field of 3, so that's why I chose 3 of them. So if I want it to be ready before an activity, I could go over here since I've changed it to be able to edit it in design mode. I could put a prompt in. So let's say we're going to write about Halloween. I can go ahead, I can put that in there. Now it's ready to go. The students have come in and it's time to do the activity. I can go in and play it. So now you can see that students have the prompt that I gave them and some word ideas. So to show you that symbol option, when students click on a word, it shows them a visual. So then if they're not quite sure what the prompt is, they could use the symbols to hover over it.
Halloween.
So now they can start typing. So they could choose a word from the selection here, or you as the teacher could prompt them with some additional words that you type in, or if they're higher functioning, they could type a few words in. But we could put I will be a, and then, if they know what their costume is, let's say they're going to be a superhero, we could type superhero, and we start to type it, it comes up. So then students can click on the visual.
Superhero.
And that gives them a complete sentence. And then maybe they want to eat candy. We could prompt them, or they could type, I will eat candy. And there's candy. They can click on that.
Candy.
So you guys can imagine all of the ideas and options that are available for this. This is just kind of an example that came to my mind. So I'd encourage you to explore this option because I know we have a lot of students with goals who are working on writing sentences, and so this would be great for them.